It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Here's Carter now on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now Wilson on first down. And he finds Tyler Croft. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and it'll be Titan football.
Now come the Titans for their first possession, led by Ryan Tannehill in his 10th NFL season and 3rd with Tennessee.
And the former Miami Dolphin had a career renaissance in 2019 with Tennessee and carried it over into 2020. A career-high 32 touchdowns, just 7 interceptions, and those were the fewest he'd thrown in a full season. And speaking of full seasons, he played all 16 games for the first time since 2015. He's got to be excited about 2021.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now it's Tannehill. Caught by Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. 4th down now after a loss of 2. And not what you're looking to do on 3rd and 1. Completing the pass, but going backward.
I have zero explanation for that because 3rd and 1, you just figure snap, throw, first down, right? Easy play. But end up losing yardage on it. That's hard to account for.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away.
The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep.
Pulled in at the 24. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
The Jets offense on their way back out. They fell to the Patriots in week 2, 25-6. Didn't look good. And now 0-2 on the season. A rough day for the #2 overall pick, Zach Wilson, in that game against New England. 19-33, 210 yards. No touchdowns, but the big number, Charles, 4 interceptions.
And what the Jets are going to be doing is working with Zach Wilson to understand that being boring is okay. Because one of the things that made Zach Wilson the #2 overall pick were his spectacular plays at BYU. But in the NFL, those boring, routine plays that are made correctly more often than not, those are the ones that win. And right now, I feel like he's trying to force everything, make everything a big-time play, take some of those short completions, keep the offense moving. He'll learn as he goes along.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Well, coming off a win, they'll remember for a long time. Here are the Tennessee Titans back on offense. In Week 2, they beat the Seattle Seahawks 33-30 in overtime on a 36-yard field goal from Randy Bullock. Tennessee made a 15-point second-half comeback behind another monster game from Derrick Henry. Charles, after a bit of a Week 1 dud that they had against Arizona, how big was it for the Titans offense to get this kind of a game in Week 2?
Bigger than big, Brandon. Bigger than big, because the way they played Week 1, Derrick Henry only had 58 yards rushing in that ball game, comes back with 182, 3 touchdowns, even caught 6 passes for 55 yards, and scored all 3 Titans touchdowns in the second half to set up the game-winning field goal in overtime. He did it all. He bounced back in a big way and led his team. Remember Randy Bullock, who made the field goal? He just got signed this week. He became the new kicker, and boy, he endeared himself to his teammates with that one. But bigger than big to go on the road, erase a 15-point deficit against Seattle, and get themselves back level at 1-1.
And now a chance to get far above level potentially, because they've got their next 3 games against 0-2 teams, hosting the Colts and then at the Jets and Jaguars. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Tannehill. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Tannehill. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Anthony Ferkser from 10 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Here's Wilson. And the grab by Croft. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Tyler Croft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Now Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd at the 38-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
The Jets ready to get going again here on offense.
And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my own college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
On first down, Wilson. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there, just like last play.
And Crowder's now in his third year with the Jets after 4 in Washington. A dependable route runner. He makes a nice catch there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Wilson to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
But it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Again, Wilson. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. To throw again is Wilson. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Croft, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-to-interception ratio is, what, 3-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Point after, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Tannehill got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Bullock's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We saw a strong first half from our quarterback. First, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Titans in that first half. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Fielded right around the 8. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, Charles, looking back to week 2 in the NFL, boy, some quarterback injuries all over the place. Tua for Miami goes down. Indianapolis' Carson Wentz. Tyrod Taylor in Houston. Andy Dalton for the Bears all leave their games with injuries. Even Baker Mayfield had to play through one. Of all of those guys in all those injury situations, which one are you?
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
A first down carry for Henry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang.
Open man, Julio. Touchdown, Tennessee. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Oh, what a move. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 27, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. New York's offense back out there and set to go.
And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. They begin the drive with Coleman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Wilson. Eluding the press. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They run with Samaje's younger cousin. This is LaMichael Pirine.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter.
Second and 11.
Throwing is Wilson. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Now it's Wilson.
That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the...
After reviewing the play, ruling on the field game.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They begin with Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but...
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to...
After reviewing the play, ruling on the field game.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. Strong run, but they get to him just beyond the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's Brett Kern now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Here's Berrios. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here's Wilson and the Jets. Down 24-14. A little under 1:50 remaining. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Wilson to throw. Complete to Cole. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kevin Byard, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Carter now on the return. And able to get this out to the 25. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an completion, they would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating, there he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw is Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Keelan Cole, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Wilson. And that's complete to Croft. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.